Hi, everybody. Welcome to Squared Up. I'm Bill Swinford.
And I'm Monica Swinford.
And I'm Tom Mann. And today, this is a special edition of Squared Up. We're not doing what we normally do for a little bit of the time. But right now, the Toms are taking over. And as I say Toms, of course, I'm Tom Mann. And we have with us Tom Harness.
But for today, I'm Tom Eubanks.
Tom Eubanks. And so, Tom, tell us what we're going to do now. What is what we're going to do?
When this used to be our podcast.
Well, I was so inspired by the wedding of Southern Illinois' most powerful couple that I thought, you know what we need to do? We need to see how much they're truly in love.
Yeah.
So I went way back to my child days and thought, hey,
now, isn't it?
we need to do the Newlywed game show with our two couples, Monica and Bill.
I don't know. Is that the right song? I'm not sure that's even the right song.
I don't know what it is, but I have been wanting to do this mostly because I just wanted to work some sort of whoopee question in.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
there we go. There we go.
But there is no whoopee questions in this one. So.
Yeah,
This is a G-rated podcast because Squared Up is G-rated.
that's right.
All right, I'm going to have to erase one of my whoopee answers then.
So
There you
what
go.
we're going to do, let's just turn this over to you right now, and I'll just make smart aleck comments in between things, or referee if we need to do that. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this one.
Hey,
So-
this has been planned without any input from your host, and that's really not the way a podcast is supposed to work. So we're going with it because we're good sports, right, Monica?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Doesn't matter. I'm the director, so I say what goes.
Hey, all right. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm going to try to read these in my best kind of game show voice. Obviously, I don't have the Tom Mann voice, but I'm going to do this. So here we go for our first question. Our newlyweds over there. Here we go. When it comes to bedtime, who is more likely to hog the covers, Bill or Monica?
Dun, dun.
Monica, show us your answers. What is your answer? Monica. Bill, show us your card, and the answer is
Tom, you want us to hold these to that camera?
yeah. Just hold them up.
Yeah, hold on right there to that one. That's okay.
Monica. Ding, 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 ding,
Monica.
ding. We've
Yes.
got a match.
That
So
is
you
so
are quite
easy.
the hog of the sheets,
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah, I really am.
So here's what she does. She doesn't just pull them on herself. She then rolls herself up in them. So there's no chance for anybody,
Yeah.
well, be me, no chance for me.
I hope it's you.
Yeah, we do too. Yeah.
Wait, what? What's
What?
going on at your place?
Okay. Wow.
Hey, wait.
Okay. Let's start that one again, Bill. Let's hear that.
There's no chance for me
It sounds like it gets him in trouble, right?
to get a blanket at all because she rolls herself up in like a little burrito. You're like a little burrito.
A little burrito.
Blanket. Blanket.
little-
So all you got to do
How
is
about-
go back to G.
Well, I'm glad. You know
Apparently-
what, Tom? I'm glad he didn't say pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have got him in real trouble.
Yeah, bad.
All right, are we ready for question number 2?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. If Monica gave Bill a free pass to have dinner with any celebrity crush, who would he pick? And would Monica approve? Bill, show us your answer.
Okay, I'll say this before I show you my answer. I wasn't sure because here's the thing: when you get to be pushing 60 years old, some of your celebrity crushes are no longer with us, and so I was running through a list of
Corpse.
I was running through a list
So, yes.
of deceased women, and so I didn't know how to have dinner with them. So I answered one that's still alive and yet also up there in age, but still very beautiful. Christy Brinkley.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
Christy
right. She's
Brinkley.
nice.
That's a great one.
Christy Brinkley. I was good.
All right,
I
Monica.
think she came up once.
She came up more than once. She was Billy Joel's ex-wife
Yeah.
Mhm.
and still very beautiful, and
Yeah.
also a dynamite woman.
Okay.
But I answered that reluctantly because there's no way I would.
Would she approve? What before she answers? Would she approve of that?
Monica's it's completely up to her. This is never
That is a
come,
great married answer.
That's
Tom,
right.
listen to that.
This has not yet come up.
Yes.
Would I approve?
This has not yet come up. But I want her to answer, and then I got something else to say.
Okay.
Uh-oh. All right, Monica, what did you put as his celebrity crush?
Go forward there.
Diane Lane.
Push that
Diane
forward a little.
Diane Lane. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Diane
Okay.
Lane.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Actually, now that I think about it.
Wonk, wonk.
Now that would be a
See how he
close
starts
call.
squirming over there?
She's
Joey's
actually-
really thinking.
She's
about it.
actually right at my age, I believe, or real
Yeah.
close to my age.
All right, so Bill, you wanted to elaborate on this this choice. Why?
Well, I mean, not so much on the choice because actually, the ones I would have chosen were Olivia Newton-John was my lifelong crush, and Farrah Fawcett would have a chance there. They're gone. But I was kind of thinking, when I got these questions, I was kind of thinking maybe Monica would have to answer it, or I'd have to answer this for Monica.
No,
And that's
this is really to put you in the hot seat, Bill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's the purpose of this.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? This
Yeah.
is the Newlywed Game. You should have to answer that too.
No, absolutely not. All right, moving on.
Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
We're
There's a
getting
real
to
Harrison.
wedding vows.
There's a real Harrison Ford problem.
All right. Our third question. Here we go. What's the one important thing Bill is most likely to forget? Anniversary date, where he left his keys, or what Monica just told him 5 minutes ago? Monica, what is the answer?
Okay, so can I just say, when I first read through that list, my brain put phone in there, and then I realized, oh, that wasn't on the list, so I changed it to keys. So
Okay.
I got two answers.
Phone?
was the one that's not on there.
Okay.
And then I threw keys on underneath.
Okay.
It was on the list, yeah.
Bill?
Keys.
Keys. Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
wow.
ding, ding.
Okay.
All right.
They're doing pretty good.
Without the
I
list.
No, 'cause I read the
got to
list.
tell you, Tom, I think this marriage has a shot.
I think it does.
If they get 2 or 3 more, I think they might make it to year 5 or 8.
That's
I don't know
true.
yet. We'll see.
I think we'll see.
And so far, I think we've had a week anniversary.
Mhm.
We have a month anniversary coming up real soon.
Yeah,
Actually,
the 9th.
tomorrow. from
What
when
what is
they're-
month? What do you get? What do you give for a month? What is that gift?
Well, I
For
think
1
I
month.
think
I'm thinking soap, hygiene.
Hygiene? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Shampoo.
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 Yeah, well,
that's
I'm
what
sure Monica
Bill-
knows this.
I mean,
'cause
look
I'm
at
sure
his
she's already
hair.
got my gift
I
picked
know.
out.
Yeah. He shampoo. There's a thing there that
Have your
that
perpetual gift.
Yeah, they probably use matching shampoo
What was
because
the-
No,
both
no,
their
no.
hairs are shiny.
The other one was anniversary or something she told me 5 minutes ago. No, that's I listen. I listen well. I get it, right?
Okay,
Capture.
you have your moments. But
Oh, this is great. What do you mean he has his moments?
He is really good at listening.
This will be my first and last time on this show.
But he is a man. That's the thing.
Yeah, we're all men.
He's
Yeah.
really good at listening.
You know.
All right. Let's go on to the next question.
I'm a little frustrated that I can't answer these questions going the other direction, but I'll leave that alone.
Hey, Bill.
Mhm.
Bill, take a deep breath.
Yeah, I know. Be a man.
Let it out. Be a man. I love it. All right. Here we go. If a zombie apocalypse broke out tomorrow, what's the first thing Monica says Bill would grab to survive? A, snacks.
I can't wait to
B,
do this.
tools. C, his phone. Well, it's not
the
that
phone.
because he can't find it.
There's-
And D, Monica. Which is he going to grab first? Bill, and what is your answer?
Oh, okay.
We're rotating
I
here.
know what Bill's.
Well,
gonna
and I'm not just saying this because it's the right thing to say. I truly would grab my beautiful wife Monica, who I will do not want to live the rest of the zombie apocalypse without. It's hard to say.
Yes. Yeah, Bill would pick me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
so lucky.
Wow.
So ding, 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 ding. All right.
Wow.
So
But I
we
did
know
think-
that you're
I did
both
think-
going to survive a zombie apocalypse long enough to love each other and then die.
I did think it'd be also nice to grab some snacks. Too.
So snacks was your second answer.
I'll grab you. You grab the snacks
Okay, so that's
Good.
fair enough.
That's the
and
plan.
the coffee.
and the coffee. Oh,
Okay.
You would grab the coffee.
I would grab
That's
you
all you
first.
And she
then-
sent it back in to get the coffee maker, the new thing they have that had that
Right.
big
That weighs like what,
$700 one.
30, 40 pounds?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
Good idea.
Yeah, our fancy coffee maker.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. The next one.
There's more.
So yeah, we're going for the trifecta here. Now this is the one I really want to get the answer to. Here we go. If Monica could go back and edit one thing Bill did on their first date, what would it be?
Monica is going to go first.
Yep, Monica's going first.
Okay, so
Yes.
isn't a
This is going to be
bad-
good.
This isn't a bad thing necessarily, but it was a little uncomfortable.
Oh,
but
wow.
he was
Gotta get ready for this.
Is he squirming, Tom?
Yeah, he is.
he was
He's sweating too, I
so
think.
nervous. He was shaking.
Wow.
We
I'm disappointed. I actually wanted something juicy.
well, that would have been our second date.
Oh, well, I did say first, right?
Yeah.
So he
that
was
it.
shaking a lot?
Yeah, and I tease him about it, but then he doesn't like it when I tease him about it.
Okay, well, let's don't tease him about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
Wow.
Remember when you were shaking?
You know what's crazy
And
is
he's
I
like,
see how
"Stop
confident Bill
touching
is.
me.
Yeah.
Stop
That
touching
must
me."
show how much he really liked you.
Yes, obviously I was very nervous. And you know what? Okay, before I put up show this answer,
What's he gonna say?
I have no clue.
Monica and I were friends before we were a couple, and so in my mind, it's a little hard to figure out when exactly our first date was.
Oh, every man should know that.
Yeah, I think
No, you agree with me on that, right?
no.
Okay. The other
Abort, Bill, abort.
No, I'm gonna put up an argument here. I'm pretty sure the other day you said we had our first date at the picnic tables on the square.
That was our first honest date. Was the night we walked around SIU together. That was our first honest date.
That was the night. That was the night I first kissed you,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that's a fast mover.
So-
Wow.
and that's when she noticed how much I was shaking.
No, the other time
shaking.
before we
Wait,
were
how do you shake and kiss? What does
we
that
were-
look like?
hanging,
Kind of teeth rattling. That's for sure.
his whole body was just shaking.
Hey, wait, did he have nerves? Was he?
It was cold. It was so cold. It was in August. It was so cold.
What's that Grease song? I got chills. They're
They were
multiplying.
multiplying.
He was losing control.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
up
what.
to that, so that was our first official. We are going on a date. First date.
Is that right?
Yes.
Did we even say that was what that was?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't want to be I don't want to get in trouble here because I thought this would be fun, and I don't want to be the reason that I get banned from Squared Up. So,
No.
Bill, what was your
I
answer?
just spilled something.
Well, let's get ready to get a little
Uh-oh.
deeper into the. Okay, so if she could change something about the way I did our first date,
Correct.
I couldn't even fit it all on here. She would have me ask her on a first date after I settled completely a whole other issue.
Oh, you are opening up a can of worms here.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to
Next
that one.
question.
Now listen, hey, I'm
Yes.
not afraid to talk about this.
You should
Just
be.
a little bit.
Oh, Bill, abort, abort,
You should-
abort.
really should be.
All right, look. Just quick answer.
You really should
To
be.
make myself look as best as I possibly can in this situation. I'm very bad at ending relationships, very bad at it. So bad at it. And I was in a relationship when Monica and I were first becoming friends. And I thought I was out of a relationship when Monica and I were approaching dating. And I thought I was free and clear. and then we had our first date. I shook, I kissed, and we kissed. And then, wow, her face. I'm sorry I wrote this up. we kissed, and then the relationship still needed a little work to end it, right?
Yeah.
So, and that was tied into our second date, even more
Yeah.
specifically.
There's.
Hey, I would like to put a disclaimer out
So
here
he
that
crossed over
90%.
his last relationship with my relationship, and I
Yeah.
was under the impression that his last relationship was done.
90% of the Newlywed Game Show contestants go on to live a very happy and fruitful
That's
life.
true. Yes.
90%. 90%. I just want to point that out. It is a disclaimer,
10%.
right? Okay. Next question. Here we go.
I think that's a guy thing too.
Oh, yes. I don't
Yes,
know.
Tom. Yes, jump in there, Tom.
That's true. I do have to put that in there because I've been in that
It's not a
situation.
guy thing.
Because guys are not that perceptive. You know what I mean?
No.
We really aren't.
I got to be
That's-
honest.
yes.
When I ended, I ended.
Did you?
Yeah, I was done. I got to move on.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it was
know.
kind of cold though. It wasn't nice. I would say it was cold.
Okay, so
Well, and if someone is nonstop harassing you, you almost have to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cold. You know, you can't.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough, but yeah.
Okay. Wow, this is not going
Boy, there really-
exactly how
there
I
is-
planned it.
yeah, no.
Okay, so here we go.
It's
A fun one.
indefensible.
We can edit.
If Bill were to pick out Monica's outfit for a single night out, what would she say he'd choose? A, something stylish, B, something comfortable, or C, something totally wrong?
Okay.
Bill, you're up.
Well, I would say part of that would depend on what we were doing.
Fair enough.
Night out. But I'll assume we're going out someplace nice, and I would say stylish. I would say that I can choose clothes.
Stylish. Okay, Monica.
Yeah, stylish. He has pretty.
Yay!
great-
Ding, 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 ding,
He has
ding.
his style figured out.
All right, we're back on track. And our last question right here. I love it. Oh, this is not a good one. You know what? We're going to end on that note.
No,
We're gonna end-
no. We got to go on. We got
Okay.
to keep it going,
We can
Tom.
do it.
All right, here we go. I don't know if I want to do this. What's Monica's biggest pet peeve about Bill that he probably doesn't even realize he does?
How am I supposed to answer a question that I probably don't even realize that it does?
Fair enough.
It does.
Monica, what is the answer?
Okay. Sometimes he'll offer me things, but he doesn't want me to accept them.
Wait. I need
Like,
to understand
I'm
this.
supposed to read his mind that I'm putting this offer out, but I don't want you to say yes. I just want to appear nice right now. Like when he was making eggs the other morning. And he said, "Do you want some eggs?" And I said, "Yes." And he's like, "I'm really hungry. I thought you would say no." And I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'm not going to eat any of your eggs." It's like, don't offer it if you don't mean it.
I feel like we're totally in the Newlywed Game Show right now.
Yeah, we are.
Bill, what is your answer?
Got to hear Bill's
Yes,
answer.
Bill, turn your card over. Let's see what you got, buddy.
Bill has no idea, does he? We'll see.
I had no idea. I had no idea that was a pet peeve. I thought your pet peeve would be that I stare. That I stare.
What do you stare at, Bill?
No, she's talked about that already.
I stare at Monica. I stare at Monica because there's a lot of this that happens. She looks at me and she goes, "What?" I've just realized I'm just staring at her. And I'm just taking her in. I'm just enjoying looking at her. And she'll just go, "What?" It's like, I got nothing.
I'm like, what are you thinking?
And I'm not even really
Are
thinking
you
anything.
judging me? What are you?
I'm just taking in the beauty.
Yeah.
So
Really.
what I love about that last question, that's one of those ones that only a woman can ambush a man with.
Right.
Because I could ask my wife and she'll come up with something new. But even though I know a lot of things that could really mess with her. But, you know.
So what about, should Bill be able to answer some of these things about me? What's this
No.
pet
No.
peeve?
Not
that-
absolutely not.
Listen,
That's how the
I don't
Newlywed
have
Game
any-
Show works.
Listen,
That's how this one
I
does
don't
on Squared
have
Up.
any pet peeves. There's not a thing I would have her have done different on our first date. It's been nothing but heaven. And I wasn't fully aware of some of these things until now. Some of them really blindsided me. But listen,
Well, hey.
I'm willing to
Hold on.
I'm willing to undergo this right here on the podcast because I think it's important for others to learn. Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy to be a good boyfriend, a fiance, husband. It's a lot of work but don't give up because if I can overcome some of these challenges that obviously I have, some of these deficiencies apparently, and end up with a wonderful woman like this, then you might be able to find your person too. And I'd like to publicly apologize for all of these things that I did wrong. I even outed myself in a way on this during this game because I wanted to make it clear. I wanted to make it clear that she forgave me of something very early in our relationship. I've hinted at it a couple of times, and that is just not ending that fully ending that one relationship before the other one blossomed into a dating situation. And so, but that was taken care of real soon after, maybe not soon enough after, but it was real soon after that first date. And
Bill's
definitely
a nice guy.
Yeah, he's great. So,
a
ladies
nice
and
guy.
gentlemen,
That's
if you would like to be on the Squared Up Newlywed Game Show at the Tom Mann Studios and test your relationship to see if you have what it
sit
takes,
here, see how you like.
contact Tom Mann and we'll set you up with the Newlywed Game Show, Squared Up style. There you go.
All right. So now, Tom, we're going to have you go ahead. We're going to have you.
No, I'm going nowhere near those
no,
people.
No, we're going to have you sit right between
No,
them.
absolutely
We have
not.
to find out about Tom.
Right here, bud.
Absolutely not.
Bill gets to drill you down. I get to still laugh.
Oh, God.
Yes, Tom, come on over.
Kill me.
All right. So So as we get ready to move into the segment that I had suggested for this podcast, we're bringing Tom over. He's getting settled in here next to us. Tom Harness is somebody that's familiar to many, if not most of you, as a presence in our community, in our county, in our region. Involved in a lot of veterans organizations, does a lot of wonderful work with our local veterans. Also, terrific at marketing, particular social media marketing. He's served on the Carterville City Council. He's done a variety of things, and most importantly, until today, he was a very good friend. And then this happened. Listen, welcome, Tom.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Bill, from the bottom of your heart.
Yes.
I love it.
No,
Thank you.
listen, I my idea to bring you on was to talk about, we just had a weekend full of veterans activities in Marion. I thought it'd be a great thing to talk about. Then actually, I don't know if it was you, I don't know if it's the other Tom, this Tom takeover thing has really turned into a very bad thing for me.
So when do I get to come back?
I'm sure Monica and I will talk about that later, and we'll see how things go, and then we'll get back to you.
Hey, what if I can guarantee so many views? Can I come back after so many views?
Yeah, there you go.
Some views are,
It's gonna be what, like 1 billion?
Yeah, this one will on this one. This is good stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Really good stuff.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and listen. I'll just say this: I hope that the day comes that we get to return the favor. I think it'd be great.
Oh yes, this is.
That'd be great.
I
Fair,
think-
you know what? I will when that day comes, I will gladly make that happen, and we'll be even after that. I'll make sure that happens, and we'll
Yeah.
be even.
Okay.
We'll be even.
Maybe we'll see how it goes. We may. We'll see. It's going to take a while to work this one off, but anyway, welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
Monica, take it.
Okay. So we had an amazing weekend with the veterans this weekend, and we know that you are just a huge part of anything that good happens for veterans. Southern Illinois community just pulls together and does more than any other community I've ever seen, honestly, for veterans. And so tell us about this weekend and the part that you played in that. And
Yeah. So there's one. I know Marion's really trying hard to be the veteran capital, the veteran city of the region, and I think they've blown that out of the water. And I'm very appreciative of the city of Marion and Mayor Mike Absher, Cody Moak, and all the staff over there to really try to make that happen, because there's just a lot going on, not only in Marion, but in our region. But I will preface this. The things that I get involved in are not necessarily directly, they're always indirectly, whether it's promoting or just helping them get out there. I just connect people to other things, resources they need. So when it comes down to some of these, I'm not really always directly involved, but more indirectly in supporting and trying to promote, trying to give them the resources they need. But Martin Parsons and Akimi and they set up this Freedom Sings that came last year. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing. First off, Bill knows this about me a lot. I love music. I grew up, my step-up dad was a DJ in South Dakota. And so music is a huge part of my life, and I love it. So when the Freedom Sings came, I wanted to do whatever I could to help support it. And we emceed at Little Nashville last year and tried to make an event. And this year it was even bigger and better. And so what Freedom Sings is they bring this year 5 Nashville recording artists from Nashville that had big hits with Alabama, Diamond Rio,
George Strait,
Tammy Wynette. I mean, the list goes on. And I think people forget how amazing that is, especially those of us in that era. Like I didn't realize that they had songwriters that helped them, right? You think George Strait writes George Strait, and Tammy Wynette writes Tammy Wynette, and all these Alabama writes all their songs, and you just don't always know that. And so these people that came to this region and decided to dedicate their time and their talents to write some of the most moving and vulnerable songs for some of our local veterans in different branches and different conflicts is just moving, right? And so I know you guys were out there for a little bit and got to see and partake in that, but it's very raw. It's very therapeutic, and it gives the veteran, him or herself, the opportunity to let go. Like, I think people have a hard time understanding that trauma, when you're in battle or you go overseas, you're holding on to a lot and you do come back. It doesn't matter what conflict it is. World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq. It goes on. Like, it's just, there's a lot that you come back with that you're not prepared for, and most of the time you're an 18-year-old, man, woman going into countries and battles that you don't have any context for, and you go to basic training and you get all that. But when you get out and you come back, you're coming into these communities and it's great. Marion's wonderful. We have the VA. And so we're very blessed to have that, but not everybody gets to come home to have all these resources that we have. And so that was a huge part of it. And then we had the Veterans Parade, which I love to do. I took my buddy Chuck, a Navy vet this year, took him down. We threw candy out and, we love to give each other a hard time with the different branches. And so I couldn't get him to get into full uniform, but hey, he was in there. There's probably no way he could wear it anyways, but I love giving Chuck a hard time. But it's just what we do. And I think this community, this region really loves our veterans, like truly and honestly. And I love what Marion's done. I've been very proud to move to Marion and live in Marion and be a part of it. And whatever I can do, I will do it to help a veteran. I'm very blessed to have a wonderful partner that understands that that's the one thing that God's put me here on earth for, is to help and commit to helping veterans any way that I can, and supporting other veterans doing that. So it's been very wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
You're a veteran of the Army yourself, right?
Yep. The only branch, United States Army.
And we know you're kidding, because you reach out across all branches of the armed service and make people feel welcomed and appreciated. I mean, I was just thinking as you were talking about, famously Vietnam era veterans, especially, but even to some extent, maybe even going back to the Korean era. These are men and women who served and didn't get the parades, did not come home to the fanfare.
Mm-hmm.
World War II, obviously, it was clear victories. Just easier to determine that victory was at hand. Men and women coming home from service, and you had their parents and the generation older than them, some that had served in the Great War in World War I, who were there to appreciate them and welcome them home and celebrate them. But the ball got dropped a little bit on the next couple of wars, and so I think now that we are in an era. I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and I think we saw the effects of the fact that veterans were kind of left on their own there for a little while, and needed some of the rest of us to rally around them, and also to make sure that our veterans organizations are doing everything that they possibly can. Of course, the Marion VA Medical Center came along in the 60s. It's had its ups and downs through the years, but it's been a valuable thing for Marion. It's been a valuable thing for our veterans in the region. We are very blessed to have a lot of resources around here, but you can never have enough, right?
Correct. You can't. And, that's what we're trying to work on. I'm also working with the Williamson County Veterans Assistance Commission to try to get that established to help provide resources, funds, and benefits to the veterans in the Williamson County region that wouldn't necessarily normally have it. And so we're trying to work on that. We have honor wreaths for veterans. I love that. We every Christmas season, we lay wreaths out across the region at the cemeteries. We've got the honor guard, the Carterville Honor Guard. We've got an honor guard in Marion as well. So there's just a lot that we can reach out to. We got DAV, Disabled American Veterans. And so what we're hoping to do is just let people know more about that through to segue for our collaboration with Stars and Stripes SI and Swinford Media Publications and WFCN, is that I wanted to be able to take it to the next step and be able to provide these resources and tell stories. You guys are amazing storytellers. Amazing, wonderful storytellers. I've always known that about you, Bill. And it just made sense to me to try to find a partnership to unite the Stars and Stripes SI with businesses that are veteran owned, that want to support veteran causes and to promote veteran organizations, nonprofits, and fundraising, right? Like, we know that you have to do a lot of fundraising around here to make things happen. Veterans Honor Flight has been great for this region, sending, hundreds at this point of veterans to DC to see their memorials. And I had the opportunity to do that. And speaking of Korean War vet, our former mayor, Butler, was a Korean War vet. I was actually slated to be his guardian on the first flight, but unfortunately he was not able to go. But I got to interview him. And I will tell you one thing that impressed me about that man. He could tell a story about being in Vietnam and he would make you feel like you were right there. He had some amazing stories. One so descriptive about being under and by an old Army Jeep and cover and just dirt going, like, it's just crazy how he was able to articulate that in a way that I really connected to. And I was like, this is amazing. This man was at that point, I guess 80 something. And being able to still relive and remember that.
Well, yeah, it's indicative of how those memories and those experiences stay with our veterans for the rest of their life. And so many of them, as famously come home and they kind of close off and they kind of shut down and they don't share their stories. And so that's another reason to try to draw these stories out and to tell them while we still can. And some of them will still be getting secondhand. We do a couple of things that we already do is a veterans publication every Veterans Day. That'll come out in November again. We invite folks to participate in that. What that is you can submit to our offices a photo of your veteran, a family member, a loved one, living or passed on, and that served in our armed forces, wartime or in peacetime, and tell us a little bit about them, their branch of service, any decorations they received, their rank, where they served, anything you want to share about them, and we'll include them in our veterans section. We like to highlight, obviously, tell us where they're from, what the hometown is, and we'll include all that in there. So you can do that. And then the description, where you link to this podcast, you can find the email address to use for that and more details. And we'll continue to share those details out over the next couple.
It's a great publication too, and I appreciate you guys doing that. How many years have you been doing that now?
Since before I got involved in this group. Yeah, this group, 2/3 of this group pre-existed me, and the previous owner was doing this, and that goes back 12 years or so when I came along. So and then you mentioned Stars and Stripes, which is social media. And it's a place where we can kind of gather together on social media and share some of the events, share some of what's happening. We shouldn't neglect, talking about social media, we shouldn't neglect the fact that we just live streamed Veterans on Parade. Now in 20 plus years of Veterans on the Parade, headed up by Ed Davis and his committee. They do a wonderful job giving these veterans that celebratory parade that some of them never got to experience before. That was live streamed. All the social media stuff that we do to celebrate our veterans, that just continues on with our involvement now with Stars and Stripes and our ability to jump in there and work with Tom. And despite what you've seen on this podcast today, we really do like it. We do enjoy working with Tom. And we'll see
I knew that was coming somewhere in there.
See how that goes from here.
Well, it's only fair because I give him just as much grief.
No, it's we have a lot of fun together, and I know we'll have a lot of fun together. And what better way to have fun together than to make life better for other people in the process? And I think that we get opportunities to do that all the time. It's one of the blessings of the work that we're involved in. I know it's one of the blessings of the work that you're involved in, and now we're going to join efforts and do that together.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's really good. Love to do the stuff for vets. It's so good.
Yeah.
My son's a vet. My dad, my grandfathers, everybody. I'm the only one that wasn't. Long story, but
if you were,
such
you'd
a big
probably
deal.
be Air Force.
Maybe. I'm not smart enough, though.
That's why I said Air Force.
Oh.
I'm not smart enough. My son's a lot smarter.
Inside jokes.
I know.
Inside jokes.
Okay.
Okay, more disclaimers. If you're not military, you won't get that. I'm not dogging anybody. I should have said Marine and then threw you some crayons.
Yeah, you should have done that. But yeah,
They might be. Air Force is a little bit smarter.
that I'm not small. I'm not strong enough to do
On
that.
this episode of Squared Up, Tom Harness alienates everybody. No,
Hey,
listen,
how many podcasts can I get banned on? If I stay in this basement, I guess about 7 or 8, right, Tom?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, but
that's true.
that was good. I really appreciate that. Appreciate, Tom, your passion for vets, and you've had ever since I met you. That's it. That is his huge passion for vets and everybody, and your involvement in the community. It's a good thing because it means so much. And so many of these guys, men and women, guys and gals, they sometimes, I think, they come back and they get out and they don't feel appreciated. And I think that is something that we need to do as a community, to always let them know we appreciate their sacrifice. And it doesn't mean if they went to war or not. It's the fact that they served. That's a big deal. And we do appreciate what they do.
And I know these events that circle around Veterans on Parade, including now Freedom Sing, that Martin Parsons and his wife Kami have gotten so involved in, not just here, but the organization itself gotten very involved in helping make this happen other places. You can tell that the environment that City Hall has set for this, including our mayor, has allowed it to take it every bit of it up another notch. The parade and Freedom Sings in just his second year, much bigger crowd than in the first year. And I think that already, even after last year, the organizers would have told you that Marion instantly became one of their favorite places to go. And they were back again this year, and I'm sure we're going to see them again next year. We have other stories to tell, other veterans that deserve their chance to tell their story, have their songs sung. But in the meantime, we'll be working together to tell those same stories.
And Tom, on the same lines of what you're talking about when you get out, I think the biggest thing is, and I can't remember the statistic, this was a while back, but I want to say like 60 to 70% of veterans when they get out of the military are not in the communities where they live. So they're displaced. So that sense of not having family and friends around, so they're already automatically withdrawn. They're already in the. That's why it's so important to involve your veterans in the community and get them to come out and do things or provide opportunities for them, whether it's coffee or grabbing a beer or food or events. That's why they have Team RWB Southern Illinois. That was an organization I was involved in for a long time. I still send people there. And that community is nationwide, but we have one local chapter, and it's about getting veterans and community together to do exercise, to do community events, and to do social. And so we get them out. And so the key to decreasing veteran suicide is community, it's engagement. It's, hey, I tell people all the time, we are a special breed. I get it. The way we talk, we might not always be politically correct, but we're also very giving, and we were willing to sacrifice everything we had for this country. And that's the one thing that we will always have. And so I think when you think about getting involved with veterans, it's not scary. Not every veteran has PTSD. Not every veteran is going to be rude and crude. It's just, you've got to break down and accept people for who they are. And you have to accept veterans for the sacrifice they did and what they went through, and, whatever that might be. I was a satellite communications operator. I did my basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I went to Fort Gordon, Georgia for AIT. My first duty assignment was South Korea. I was the only one in my class that went to South Korea. Everybody went to Germany. That was probably a blessing in my case, because later on I really liked beer, especially craft beer. So that worked out great. I went back to Fort Huachuca, Arizona, was stationed there. And then I got deployed to Saudi Arabia during the end of Desert Storm. And then I came back to Fort Huachuca, and then I went back to Fort Gordon. And that's where I got out. And then I ended up coming here to Southern Illinois, right? And who knew that after 1996 that I would still be in this region at all? And so I had a family that took me in, Mike and Cray Law in Murfreesboro, and showed me this community, and I just grew. I had people that, helped me get into John A. Logan and support, it's just the things. The community gave me opportunities. And on the same note, us veterans, those of you that are out there, when you're given opportunities, take them. right? You got to
Right.
take them. There's a lot there. If you don't think you can be a part of a veteran community in Marion, then you are under a rock, because the community, Marion, all the organizations, the VA has done an amazing job. Zach over at the VA has been amazing. He's turned that around. I think we've got a great region. I want to continue to grow it. I want to continue to support all the nonprofits. I'm always amazed at veterans that reach out and say, hey, I want to start a nonprofit, and two things happen. Hey, I know someone that's doing that. Let me get you connected with them. Or that's great. Here's a resource. This is a brand new one. Why don't you get connected with Byram over at Southern Illinois Community Foundation and see what you can do to make this legitimate, right? So we have resources.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Really is.
So, by all means, in any way that you can get involved, please do. But we also invite you to go ahead and check out the Stars and Stripes Facebook page. Look us up, and you'll join the group. There are a few questions we ask you as you come into the group, and obviously we just want to find those folks that are really there for the right reasons to support our veterans and to be nothing but a positive force online. So I'm sure you're one of them. If you want to join us, please do that. Any other thoughts, Tom? Monica?
Just want to thank Tom for joining us today and helping us, and again, you and Monica for participating. And yeah.
You're welcome.
So we appreciate that. So
Listen, we'll get all this. We'll get all this squared up. But that's what this podcast. That's what this podcast is about.
We'll get it all squared up.
Right.
I love it.
We'll figure it out. And hey, there's always the editing. How about that? Now listen,
This episode
never
will have
know.
my face like bleeped out, and it'll be like,
pixelated.
and my voice will be changed, and they'll never know.
That's right.
It'll never know.
So we'll do that. But it was great. Thank you so much for all of you guys doing that. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I got to laugh a lot back here.
Monica, anything else that we need to mention? Yes, you had something you wanted to mention before we go away.
Well,
you want to get into it, or
Yeah, I saw an article. I don't know if we want to get into this or not.
let's bring it up and we'll just.
I came across. So there was a new study that was done, and come to find out now, Generation Z now leads in church attendance. So isn't that interesting news? When
Generation Z would be considered
between 18 and 28 years old attend church more frequently than their older siblings, parents, or grandparents.
Yeah, and I'll say that the church we attend, which is Aldersgate Church in Marion, we see that being the case. That's evident there.
Yeah, the youth group there is just really
And the young adults,
and the-
young adults there. We have a lot of young people coming and hungry to have more of the things of the Lord, and so they are involved. And
They're looking for something.
This is a Barna study that
That's
was
interesting.
released.
When was it done?
Just recently.
Just recently.
Just came out.
I will second that. I have been so impressed with our Friday devotion group when the youth group or the students that come from your church come. It is amazing. Like the Holy Spirit is absolutely working through them to evangelize the people around them. And you know what's great? I think those of us that are Gen X, we're so more receptive to that. It's not like we can't find value in learning something from a younger generation. It's not like, you're young, how can you show me or teach me? But it's amazing how captivating those kids are, and how you get pulled in. And if that's not the Holy Spirit and God working through them, I don't know what is, because it's wonderful and I love it. And it's, it's so pure sometimes because it's from a kid's perspective. So they've not been, jaded. They've not gone through divorce. They've not gone through, most of them not, drug addiction. Some of them have seen crazy things through family and parenting too, but they come out of it through Christ, and some of them convert, and some of them have changed their lives. And I love it. And your church is definitely doing something amazing and wonderful with the youth group in our community. And I applaud you on that.
That's good.
Yeah, there's some great things going on
That's
there
good.
with the kids. Yeah.
We'll get into that more maybe on another episode. I would like to discuss that more and more in depth. There's a lot of fascinating things to consider there as to the reasons and what is happening. And I was just thinking about when we talk about our veterans, so many of them were just so young when they went off to service, and thrown into situations that they could not have imagined even would be a thing that they would experience in their lives, and the trauma that came with that. And it's a difficult span of life, and we all need something solid, a solid foundation to hold on to. And I am grateful that so many of our young people are finding Jesus and finding God and finding that foundation, and that we get to witness it so
And truly
well.
have a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like it took me 40 plus years to figure out to have a relationship and how that's life changing for you.
Yeah.
And what it truly does. It does change who you are and changes your life. And it does change how people see you.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything's in there. So it's in the Bible. It tells you that.
Speaking of relationships, ours has survived.
Is there a knife in my back now?
No, I'll check though when we get done.
Will you
I'll
pull
look
it out,
that.
Tom?
I will.
Thank
I'll be
you.
happy to do that.
We're all good.
So
Listen,
anyway,
I've
you
been-
youngsters, good to hear you guys talking. I'm the only boomer in the bunch.
Oh, yeah. You're a
I don't
boomer?
consider you a boomer.
I am.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Yeah.
I'm the last year boomers.
I'm the yeah. See,
Oh,
I'm
right.
barely not a boomer. I'm one of the oldest Gen Xers myself.
Okay. I'm kind of in the middle, I think.
Yeah, Tom's in the middle too.
Generation X.
I'm straight Gen X.
Are you straight Gen X?
Yeah. 100%.
Hmm.
I own it. We're the best.
Generation
Gen
X.
X,
is pretty
Gen X
cool.
is pretty special. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty cool.
Give a shout out to those young people. But hey, Gen X, go 50.
All right. Yeah.
50 is the new 30.
Is that right?
True. Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
We've been struggling to get out of this episode, so now I think we'll just say, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Tune in the next time here on Squared Up for Swinford Media Group. I'm Bill Swinford.
And I'm Monica Swinford.
And I'm Tom Mann. And
Tom Harness.
yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Bye bye.